What's up, everybody? Welcome to Most Foul TV. I'm your host, Don T. Pena, and this is Most Foul Chief. Woo, woo, big trust, what? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Seriously? What now? What now, motherfuckers, right? That's all I heard all fucking week, right? How the fucking Ravens were going to beat the Chiefs. They're the best team in the NFL. All this bullshit, even though they haven't beaten the fucking Chiefs. What have I been saying? Now, I'm skipping ahead, and I'm going to get into the game. What a game. What a beatdown. I loved it. We'll get into all that real quick. I know I missed last week's video. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to squeeze stuff in. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure out what my schedule is and the best way to do these things. But I could not do this video for you guys. And I think what I'm going to do from now on moving forward is, obviously, I'm doing this little short video here. This might be, I might do this might go into the third and short series, and I'm going to give you guys a full like hour and a half or whatever normal podcast episode, probably on the weekends, like post-game stuff. So I'll come back to the previous game, we'll touch on that, we'll talk about that, we'll talk about all the stuff in the NFL for that week. And so I'm probably going to try to start cutting those on Saturdays, so I can get those out for you guys by Sunday before game day, give you my prediction for the upcoming games. And then right after every game, I'm going to do this for you. I'm probably going to do like a little half-hour video, if not longer. Like this one's got to be a half hour. I'm at work. I'm on my lunch break, so I'm going to cut this for you. That's why no intro, no video intros. It's just, I'm going to do this on my phone. That's why I'm in my truck. I'm wearing the championship jersey, got my championship hat on. And I just want, so I'll put this up for you guys and give you my reaction and the post-game stuff for tonight's Ravens game. But before we do that, so we'll talk a little bit, about last week and the Chargers game and that tough game and all that. And one of the things that was pissing me off that we heard last week, and I'll do a little bit about last week, and then we'll go into today. The Chargers found the formula to beating the Chiefs, right? You gotta just rush Mahomes and blitz them and get in his face and disrupt him and he'd make him uncomfortable and blah, blah, bullshit. Now, look, I will give, I can't, if I'm moving a lot, I can't see you guys. I can't see my screen, my selfie camera. My selfie screen is fucked up, so I have to, the angle of my phone is the front part is what I'm looking at, so I can't see. Hopefully you guys have a good angle, but yeah, let me take a drink of this because my throat is a little fucked up. So, yeah, that's all I heard. Is that's how you beat Mahomes with the Chargers. Did they give the formula to the NFL on how to beat the Chiefs? Yeah, did they win? Okay, the fuck out of here. Like, again, kudos to the Chargers defense and that line, because they made some great plays. They definitely made it difficult for Mahomes and the offense to have a decent game, a normal Chiefs game that we're used to. So all the respect in the world, kudos to that, to the Los Angeles Chargers, almost said San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers, for the fight that they put up. But fact of the fucking matter is they still lost. It wasn't enough. So even if you disrupt Mahomes, even if you make him uncomfortable, even if you do all that bullshit, guess what? You still fucking lose. Okay, it ain't enough. Okay, even in his worst game, he still whooped your ass. So, now that's one. Number two, I think that they are full of shit. Now, if I had cut this video right after that game, I would have told you guys how I felt that the Chargers pulled a fast one and were bullshitting and knew that they were going to start that rookie and just did it to try to get a little bit of a leg up on a team that they know is going to annihilate them. But then we heard, it's not even that. It's worse than a conspiracy theory that I was thinking. It goes back to what I said in the previous video about the Chargers and their bullshit, like, medical staff. We talked about that, right? I had said that in the last video, that there's been a lot of players that have come out over the years who have, like, outed the San Diego, at that time, Chargers medical staff, and you got to look at those situations. Like, look at how many times they have injuries in their team. All the players, like, all the fucking time, every year, injuries plague that team. Well, I wonder why. There has to be a reason, right? And the only reason is that medical staff fucking sucks. and they don't take the proper precautions, and they're just, you know, they fucking suck. There's no way to say it. Case in point, I mean, cherry on top was last week. You got a fucking doctor that's giving a shot to a quarterback for cracked ribs or whatever, and I forget what the stat was, you know, whatever, 1 in 500 chance or 1 million, whatever, that you puncture the fucking lung, and oh, of course it's the Chargers fucking medical staff, a Chargers team doctor that happens to. When apparently this is a common practice throughout the NFL, but the one team that it happens to, of course it's the goddamn Chargers. So I'm not surprised. It just marks what I said to be true. When I said it last week about the Chargers and that medical staff, and I said, good luck, you know, beating the Chiefs with all of our weapons, with you guys already having injuries, and just, this is another example of a plague infested season, not just for the NFL, but specifically for the Chargers. So until they get rid of that whole medical staff, something has to happen, they ain't ever going to compete, because they're always going to be self-inflicted wounds. So enough about that bullshit. Now, kudos to that quarterback, that rookie. He did a hell of a job. But again, I mean, I'm not impressed. You know, Gardner Minshew had a good start, and then he still sucks. So whatever. You know, good job. You still lost. Going on to the day, right? What a fucking game. Now, I definitely marked this one on the calendar. It's going to be a good one. Chargers, you know, and that was the other thing. All week, over the last 2 weeks, oh, the best team in football was the Ravens because the points they're putting up and how they were beating teams. But we were, I wouldn't say struggling with teams, but we were, it was a bit of some dogfight. Now, we pretty much handled the Houston Texans. And, you know, kind of took our foot off the gas late, but who cares? Like, we always do that, right? We talked about that. Then they struggled last week. Then they talked about the Ravens and how they've been crushing teams. Again, I said it before. Level of competition. Who the fuck were they playing? They weren't playing the same level. Now, you can make an argument that the Chargers suck ass, and why do we... But here's the facts, okay? The Chargers are still a division team. So if you look at our first 5 games, Houston Texans, playoff team. Then a division rival who always plays us hard, no matter what. And not to mention, going back real quick to the Chargers, that was another point I wanted to make. They were saying, oh, they have the formula. Yeah, if the formula is you got 3 all-pro, like, you know, fucking tackles that can rush the passer and shit. Again, you got Nick Bosa and or is it Joey Bosa? No, it's Nick, whatever the fuck Bosa brothers in that goddamn team. Then you have that Ingram, right, on the other side, and then that other second player guy who was a rookie last year, who he started to come on. So they have 3 really good, like, pass rushers. There's not a lot of fucking teams that can say that they got a fucking pass rush like that. So, you know, so again, unless you have those, like, 3 top guys that are going to fucking be, you know, that dominant, again, yeah, you have a formula. Does every team have that level? No. So it's, to me, a bigger compliment to the Chiefs that even with 3 top-line fucking pass rushers, you still can't get the job done. Yeah. Do you make it a little closer? Do you make it a little harder? Do you make it a bit of a competition? Sure you do. But you still lose because it's still not enough. So unless a team has at least that, it's curtains, okay? You still... Sorry for the interruption, guys. My stupid phone paused there for a second. Now, moving on to today's game, the Ravens don't have that level of pass rush, right? And so if you don't have it, again, like, that's why, again, another good team that had that kind of level was the San Francisco 49ers. But you saw what happened to them. I mean, it's just a matter of time. And one of the announcers said it. The only way you beat this team is you either keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands, or they self-implode. You know, they self-destruct. It's the only way. Unless we're fucking beating ourselves, you don't beat this team. Because no one's found the formula. You blitz Mahomes, guess what? He's going to find the seam on the soft spot. They're going to do screen passes, or Mahomes going to run out of it and fucking run for a first down. If you play them up close, they're going to burn you over the top, right? I mean, it's that level. Look at this fucking guy. So, but again, beautiful game. What you saw today, you know, was an example of the level. I give the Ravens and Lamar Jackson all the credit in the world. He's a hell of a quarterback. He's a hell of a player. He does some dynamic things on his feet, just like Michael Vick used to do, just like Cam Newton used to do, you know. But again, it's not anything we haven't seen. And fuck, Kyler Murray proves my point, right? They're the same fucking quarterback. But when it comes down to being a pure quarterback, you know, shit's breaking down and you need to find that open man, and you need to get it downfield in a difficult pass. No one does that better than Mahomes, okay? And that's fucking fact. So what you saw today was a different level. What you saw today was where the Ravens are at, and Lamar Jackson, and where the fucking Chiefs are at, okay? They made a statement today that we are the best goddamn team in football, and in case you forgot, here's an example of it. Are they throwing up 40, 50 burgers on people yet? No. But do they have to? No. That's another reason, you know. And I think it's funny, looking at today's game and the play calling, it's almost like Andy Reid over the last 2 weeks decided, you know what, we're going to play vanilla for the most part. We're not going to pull out a bunch of crazy, but we're going to play pretty standard. Some runs, you know, a couple of simple runs, nothing fancy, regular plays that we let people see all the time, slant routes, a couple of deep throws. You didn't see anything crazy. Today, they reminded you why we are the most explosive offense in the NFL. And you saw some of them plays. We're like, oh shit, what the hell? And we left points on the fucking board. I mean, obviously, the missed field goal by Butker, and then the extra point. There's 4 more points right there. Okay, there was a couple of key things they need to clean up. And again, the score really should have been 13-34, whatever we finished at, not 20-34, because we gave up an easy fucking score with just that lax special teams coverage, and they ran one back. Okay, we didn't give up another touchdown until late in that fourth quarter. So really, they scored 3 points, a legitimate touchdown, and then another 3 points, and that's it. I mean, and then that fucking touchdown. I mean, that run back, right? So, I mean, what a game! It was a hell of a statement by Mahomes and the Chiefs to remind you guys in the NFL again, we ain't fucking anywhere near where we're going to be. So, but I think it's strategic. I think Andy Reid is only going to show so much. He knew the Ravens and this team. You know what? Not only because of what people have been saying, but like I said, it's Monday Night Football, and it's the Ravens. Fuck them. So let's do it. Let's throw out some of the stuff that we're going to let the NFL look out for. Here's what we got in the bag. You know, we're going to let you look. You're going to get a little bit of a taste. We'll probably see more of that, and the playbook open up some more when New England comes to town next week, right? On Sunday. I believe it's Sunday, right? So you're going to see, again, I think the harder teams, as the season goes on, he's going to open up that playbook to show the world again just how deep this roster is. And hell of a job by the defense. Hell of a job by everybody in the offense. So again, really, really great. I mean, again, some mistakes, some stuff that needs to be cleaned up. But for the most part, I was fucking like, yeah, this is exactly what it should have been, what it should be all season long. Sorry, I have a reflection so I can see where the camera angle is. I'm trying to keep it straight. But what exactly our offense and our team needs to be at. Just different levels, just a different level. And we'll see what Cam Newton and Belichick has next week. But I expect more of the same. I said it. I think we're going. This was one of the tougher games that I thought we were going to face. Next week will be another good challenge. But I still have no doubts that we're going to go undefeated. You know, again, Mahomes has that look in his eye where he's like, "Fuck you." Shit. No, it's still okay. I thought it stopped. Sorry, guys. But Mahomes has that look on his face where he's saying, "Beat me," and they haven't yet. So it was good for us to be up early and control the whole game. That's how it should be. We should be used to that. You know, all these damn coming from behind, you know, games are exciting, but we need some dominance. We need to show the world what the fuck is up. So, awesome job. Great win by your defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. I will see you guys on Saturday. I will have a pre-game for the New England Patriots game for next week, and that'll be the longer, like hour or so podcast episode. This I'll probably put on third and short. But that's it for me, guys. Again, hey, I'm Don T. Penny. This is Most Foul Chief. I'll see you guys Saturday. Peace.